I think I think everybody's almost here, at least mostly everyone. Um, everybody got a few things. There's a little packet like this, and they're just like some prayers and model offering at the beginning, before the empowerment, pre-entire empowerment, and then at the end, some like dedication, prayer and model offering receiving toward the end. Just let him know I'm not the translator, just Tepo's helper. uh, Tepo Tugu. And and then there's receive this. That's just sort of a longer version of the dialogue of long life prayer we wanted to do. And then I have this do like a meditation after he finishes the empowerment. And then he wanted to recite also before that the 21 Taras, uh, the 21 Tara prayers in Tibetan transliteration and then in English. And I'll just help with that. And then if there's a problem, yeah, for that, well, all agree. Did you want to?
I just want to say, after the event, Tepo is available for personal blessings, and he would talk to me about that if you're interested in scheduling a personal blessing. Private personal.
And so I kind of, it's easier than printing it all out. I'll just read it. I put together just a little company. Uh, I personally have Tempo, maybe 12 years. When I moved to Santa Barbara, the Bhutanese community introduced me to him, and I found out that we had a lot of connections in the Bay of San Francisco Bay Area, but we just never really crossed paths there. And we've been kind of close ever since. He's pulled me along to different things and stuff. And so he asked me to help, and I'm just happy to do whatever help I can. And I just put together just something for people that may not know Tepo Tuku. So it's easy for me just to write a little summary. Um, Tepo Tuku was born in Lhasa, Tibet, recognized by senior monks as the eighth Tepo Tuku while very young age. However, in 1959, many monks and lay people would be forced to flee the Maoist brutal takeover of Tibet. At the age of 5, during the loss of Tibetan uprising, he and his family narrowly escaped into India as he was carried across the Himalayas on the shoulders of monks. While accompanying His Holiness the Dalai Lama as an exile, he was educated in India and entered the monastic training, later working closely with the Tibetan exile community and monastic institutions of Dharamsala, India. Over time, he became involved in archival preservation efforts consistent with the broader Tibetan tradition to safeguard the Buddhist teachings. Later, Temple would give up his role in Dharamsala and settle in the United States. Currently, he lives in Santa Barbara, where he chooses to earn a living doing work at a cafe on State Street, balancing secular work with deeper spiritual service. Known as a spiritual teacher, activist, and advocate for human rights, Temple has traveled, taught, and served as a moral, compassionate presence in the Tibetan community for decades. At some point, he chose to live beyond the monastic walls and step away from formal monastic vows. However, His Holiness the Dalai Lama famously encouraged him by saying, "You are no longer a monk, that's okay, but you still must do the work." Thus, Tepo Tuku continues to serve and teach, embodying Buddhist ethical values through community service and wisdom sharing as his legacy and as his continual focus. Today, he is celebrated as a beloved spiritual teacher whose life bridges traditional responsibilities with community engagement. His secular service history has become a symbol of humility, resilience, and devotion, encouraging the interconnection between East and West spiritual traditions. I'm sure there's a lot more to say, but there's an idea of the piece about it.
So, so thank you very much for let me say Matt, like we know for a long time, good friend, special friend, and Matt is also a very serious practitioner for the Dharma, and he is most of his time spent on meditations, rituals, and he has a lot of experience with getting teaching from many different lamas. So, as term of today, we today I was the reason I'm except giving empowerment of the green tar the because of the main reason is we're supposed to be it is not like a teaching explanation of the any practice. It's more like empowerment means basically we'll do a lot of practice together today, rituals, meditate a little bit, and main empowerment means what we do the prayer that came from the lineage, came from the Buddha, the Tara, unbreakable until now. So that's why I was very fortunate. My empowerment for the Tara lineage came from, I got received from his own 14 Dalai Lama for a number of times. Uh, and also I received a couple of times from psychiatrist Rinpoche. And I received the Tara empowerment from his Honor Dalai Lama's two tutors. So that's why the reason I was uh, transfer this to you all. And basically, when you are coming here to receive empowerment, means you already have some understand of the practice of Dharma, especially connection with Dharma. And uh, so once you have the connection, it's too nice to have the continuation of the blessing through in practical through the Buddha to transfer to you. So that's basically I came here to just forwarding the blessing. So it's not like a detail about teaching, talk about much about the practice because the practice is not it's not like a 1 day short time practice. This today is empowerment is something you are get connected with the Tara from the unbreakable blessing, and same time you get empowered, meaning you get a permission to go on your personal level to practice. So the so this is the first starting you are who if you are really want to be connected to Tara and practice Dharma. From today you have some got to get the blessing directly from Tara because our traditionally uh, this morning, early morning, I wake up. I did a short prayer, short sep initiation of the Tara. That means that you do the sep uh, realization of the Tara concept. And so, what I tell you a little bit about that, just Tara. Tara is not. A lot of people say Tara. We can see today we're giving the green Tara. We have a Tara. Mostly they're popular Tara. There are many different Taras, but the popular Tara is white Tara and green Tara. White Tara is more like a traditionally long life prayers. We are people who are something of the powerful, but all the same Buddha's manifestation. But and the green Tara is more giving the power, energy, and protection uh, for the what we can say for the your future. You're not only for yes, we are Buddhist and practitioner. We call it this Tara, especially Tara practice is a Mahayana practice. Mahayana practice means you are selfless. This is the most important. You are practicing is selfless and benefiting to the other beings, benefiting and in a the regular world with for the world peace and mainly not only yourself, not only but the human being, all the sentient being, and accept not only but human beings, not sentient beings, all the accept environment. Very important you set the empowerment energy in. It's very important to make that world, the planet be safe. So this is your purpose. You're really doing the practices not only yourself. Purpose is you're doing this something you're doing right thing to be shared with the community and for the sentient being to benefit to make more make that we all one. That's a very and we don't say like we all one, but that's what our mental generating our mind is from today. You have to try to distinct with the I, me. That's the mainly that's the that aspect is most important is be all dependable to all human beings, sentient being, all we all the same. We all everybody want happy, nobody wants suffering. And so through this practice we have a little energy, power uh, to contribute to the others to make a better peace. But that's the main purpose. And now I said, talk about the Tara. The wrong Tara is not with like a. We are talking regularly, generally Tibetan. We historically Tara. We talk about from the 2,500 Buddhas giving teaching through that. But actually not. Is it the Tara is connected with so many thousand years before there was we call that time we call there was a Buddha called Tishisapa Ngada. Tishisapa Ngada means there's that time there is one lady, the one girl, her name is Ishidawa. Ishidawa means wisdom moon, and at that time she is the princess, and the Buddha was uh, the Ngada. That was Tishisapa Ngada. That was like maybe like a thousand years before. That was not before the Buddha Shakyamuni, before. And that she dedicated to front of the Buddha teachingship. From today, she is going to be liberate all the sentient being through all her life through female form. Female form. That was her dedication. And from there, her name came back to the Tara. So Tara was until now all her aspect, all the benefiting form is all female form. That's why we call Tara is one of the female deities who is main purpose for the benefiting for the sentient being, and that's why we practice Tara blessing because that's her history came from the thousand before years before the Shakyamuni came. And then when the Shakyamuni came, and when the Shakyamuni came, and then we call that uh, Shakyamuni was practicing before Shakyamuni became a Buddha, enlightened. Shakyamuni was enlightened. Shakyamuni was practicing the meditation in the many months, and Shakyamuni was under the trees, under the tree before enlightened. That time there was one farmer's daughter, and she offered him Shakyamuni. Tibetan we call yogurt. In the Tibetan, in the textbook there's a yogurt, but Indian lot of histories I was reading. They said rice pudding. Basically, the lady was keep daily offering Shakyamuni for rice pudding, the yogurt. That's only way Shakyamuni was survived to complete his meditation and became a Buddha. And so that's uh, then slowly we find out that the lady who was the name of the lady who was the pharmacist, the lady, she is actually the manifest of the Tara. So Tara was basically people. If you are really seriously practitioner, she is always uh, support you. The support doesn't mean be teaching you. Support you means that anything maybe not obstacle to your practice, something to be guide on you or something to be. It's not necessary to be any necessary to be like oh I'm your teacher, I'm to help you. No, it's just it'll come up with you and it'll support you and make you your dharma practice in complete. For example, like Shakyamuni. Shakyamuni was also enlightened, but through his meditation, through his practice, the Tara, green Tara, is always there to support him to make the people. That Shakyamuni has a very uh, meditation part. Is Shakyamuni has a lot of practice, and he has not much problem on that practice. But he is a human being. He need to be survived. He need to be food. He almost like dying. He's like a very weak. So the farmer's daughter came and just came with no any other area. She just show up and give him the rice pudding. Through that rice pudding, Buddha Shakyamuni complete his practice and became dharma and became enlightened. So that's why we call Gurintara is one of the very powerful, very special for our practice with the you don't need to be any fancy any nothing to do fancy anything. You can be through keep her close with you. That's what we give empowerment makes her close to you to give the permission to practice. So what we do today we do is a lot of rituals. The ritual is the part of the green taras, part of the meditations, and also that make you the power energy into you, and then you have that capability to practice. It doesn't mean today we give you empowerment, you got all the power and tomorrow you don't need to do anything. No, this is just only beginning to just you open your starting to. So main purpose you if you're really practitioner, this is the from today you have to continually go through the teaching, Tara's teaching, and you go through the practice. When you practice, it's also very important. A lot of people, some people are very serious. Some people take a dedicated for your life and see it from tomorrow. You go meditate for your to the retreat for in the mountain, the cave, and it's also not necessary. Your meditation is your life. Your life every day you need your meditation, your practice. Then there is no separate between practice and no practice. Your life you have to be practice. So that means every Tara teaching, Buddhist teaching, what a meditation morning you generate the bodhicitta. Bodhicitta means basically in Sanskrit bodhicitta. Also you can call compassion. Compassion. But to meditate your one day compassion is not going to be you are a compassionate person, but you have to generate every morning. You have to generate your compassion. You have to be think about how you be a. For the beginning, you have to think about how you be a better person, how you can be a something be a benefit for the somebody, something going to be positive that day. This is very important to beginning to practice. No matter how much you high level mantra you do, no matter how much you spend time in the your room, but if your compassion generate not be be separate from that practice, then that mantra is no. it's not going to be help. Mantra is just for become a general like a chanting, but it's not going to be benefit. But the benefit means each mantra is bring you the focus. Mantra bring you the energy. Tara mantra bring you energy. Tara mantra bring you focus. But the main purpose is your daily life. Every day you need the generate early morning. The generate means, uh, for example, like any place you go to work. If you are new work, today you work, you got hired. Tomorrow you're not going to be professional. You have to take a lot of time to experience to get better, get experience, and then you will be very professional. Similar, the Dharma practice also. Dharma practice, you don't need to push so hard. One day you want to be a pure person. So every day you generate your good heart. Every morning when you wake up, you generate positive mind. And then also when you daily life, very important to the meditation. The meditation has two different things. One different thing in the morning, every morning you sit down yourself, focus, and you think all that positive. Second thing is awareness. Awareness is always comes with you every day. Whenever you go to work, or you drive, everything, that's awareness. Awareness is the most important than the meditation because awareness will bring you to anything, something you are uh, uh, negative things you have to realize, and then that will be stop, and then focus you bring back to the positive. And that's what the very important. That's what we call it. Meditation is awareness meditation, concentration one point meditation, and awareness meditation. Concentration one point is we are beginning, so we don't have a very we have a lot of obstacles. We have a lot of negatives. So through the negative, it's not easy to you can be a uh, go direct correctly. But this focus will make you your mental focus. Then once your mental focus, then your once your daily life start, then your awareness. Everything you think something your mind comes with something negative mind, you have to know that the negative is coming. Then your positive generation will protect it and then avoid from there and try to go to the better. So this is ordinary way speaking is like a better person. And better means human, better person, a better human being. The better is I don't know the good word or not. Basically, you want to be your life be meaningful. We have a life, long life means 100 years, maybe short life in 20 years, whatever you have. What you have, do you have to spend that your life to be a meaningful life, something that you will feel positive, something benefit others. So that's why the Tara Puja is a very one of the very supportive to for your part of the practice to become a beneficial sentient being or a better person, a better person. That's the main purpose we are doing is here is through that level. So you need uh, Tara Tara meditations. Tara meditations plus you, I believe when we do the Tara empowerment means you're supposed to have some experience of the Tara, and so we will do the prayers. Through the prayer, there is the meaning of the practice, so you can be in future you can go through and you can do more practice. So that will be it will help. So the from my duty to for you today, as I told you from the Buddha Shakyamuni, then it came to India for the Nagarjuna. Then it came to the uh, they came to the Nagarjuna lineage. From the Nagarjuna, they came to the Adisha, Devamkara. From the Devamkara, and then came to Tibet. The lineage came from India to Tibet. Then mainly the my lineage, I'm talking about my lineage through which I received from Dalai Lama, came from the Adisha, the Bamkara. The Bamkara, then the Bamkara came to Tibet, and from Tibet, Dipamkara, then it came to the first Dalai Lama. First Dalai Lama was like 1391 and to 1474. From the first Dalai Lama to through they went to the fifth Dalai Lama, then fifth Dalai Lama to 13th Dalai Lama, then from 13th Dalai Lama to 14th Dalai Lama. That the gap is 14th Dalai Lama was July 6, 1935. So all this from this practice came from the lineage, came from through direct from the Buddha to Nagarjuna, through Nagarjuna to Dipamkara, from Dipamkara to first Dalai Lama, and fifth Dalai Lama. There's a different gap, but there are some, but mainly fifth Dalai Lama, and mainly they came from 13th Dalai Lama, and they came to 14th Dalai Lama. So this is the all from 14th Dalai Lama. I received at least uh, 8 times Tara initial empowerment from Dalai Lama. So that's why the reason I'm giving to you blessing is because that lineage was an unbreakable coming from through direct from the Tara to the Buddha to Nagarjuna, Nagarjuna Adisha, Adisha to Dalai Lama, Dalai Lama to not only me, we have a lot of lamas together. So I'm the one of the fortunate person to receive the empowerment. So, so this is my duty to give the transfer that power blessing to you. To you. That's what the work we're doing today. And so also I have to tell you before the Dalai Lama, we call my practice was mostly my lineage called Tsongkhapa. Tsongkhapa is a Tibetan. We have 4 different schools. We call a yellow hat school, red hat school, black hat school, and Sakya schools. Lineage, all lineages, principle all same. They all follow the practice Grindara. Grindara. But my particularly teaching that was came through a teacher to Tsongkhapa. Tsongkhapa is the main one of the who get the teaching from all different schools, Lama, and became formed the Tibetan monastery called Ganden Monastery. Ganden Monastery is that which I was trained. I was uh, admitted that the monastery is Ganden. That is the Tsongkhapa's place. And the Tsongkhapa, what is the main? That Ganden monastery was 1409. That was the monastery was established. And mainly Tsongkhapa emphasized the union of the method and wisdom, meaning of compassion, Buddhicida, together with a direct realization of emptiness. That was the main principle practice is the emptiness. We Tibetan believe the very important Mahayana Tibetan Buddhists believe emptiness is a very important part of the practice. Emptiness means everything is not exist from your own nature. Everything is not exist from your nature. That is the short way to explain. That basically that will be once you start practicing emptiness, then it will be you understand of selfless. You will be understand that how selfish will be the destroying your negativeness and destroying the whole generating all the ignorance suffering. So to avoid the suffering, to avoid the suffering, you have to you have to practice the empty understanding of the emptiness. Emptiness is not because just empty, but it's mainly is more selfless realization of the selfless. And then through your selfless generation, then you have a comfortable to benefit other beings. And that was a very important part of our practice. So today, what we're going to do is right now, we're going to start with some prayer. Traditionally, you're going to do some start with a prayer. Yeah. What did it? That's right. Yeah. What did it go to? Did it? Okay, right now we are going to pray before and after teachings. We have to traditionally before the our in parliament we do some prayers, and so that was okay. You do independent,
We should have the rights.
huh?
We should have the rights.
This one, yeah. Okay, okay. We're doing the how you call this English?
Right now.
Yeah, you need the rice. Yeah,
Maybe it'll be more. It's okay.
yeah.
Well,
Hold on, please. Okay. Oh, sai xie bei ji ci ye man da de ye shi lin xi nian de jian ba de san jie xin de mi de如果现在想了解不了说 you get the English? Come on, say. You can do that first too. Okay, cho le lo pun san jie de ba ran de nam zo sum chu ba na ba xie chu kun den be xin ju ba ni me bi xie zhe pe jie na ji namba nam ju ba la cha pe che ba de ma je nam de mu tu che la che ba pe nian jie me lo xia ba da cho ga che go ro ko ba sum da pe che da ma cha che la ji ye rang da be dan dan dian de je zo be chen ju sim je to je jin de chin chan ju sam ba la chak pa sum ji nam ba lo de no te ran tam be ge wo nam do ne chang ju cho do mo
English. I pay homage to the Vajra Master, glorious Buddha's body brought throughout 3 times. With non-dual mind, I take refuge in the 3 jewels on whom I rely. I request that you accept these pure offerings, so excellent in vision, and confess all my faults without exception, for they are the hindrances that cut the flow of spiritual attainment. I rejoice in the conduct free of attachment, that is the experience of purity underlying subject and object, and their interrelationship throughout the 10 directions. I arouse the awakened mind in perfect enlightenment, unflawed and endowed with the 4 pure mental attitudes. I offer my body of threefold purity to the Shagathas and Bodhisattvas, gathering the virtue of countless lifetimes. I dedicate it to the Supreme Light.
so we open the mandala offering that's called sashi peji chishi nato tam tir linje yende jamba sanje shindo mi de po yin roko nam da shindo yawara sho
The earth is anointed with scented water, covered with flowers, adorned with mountain dew, the 4 continents, the sun and moon. By my imagining that this is Buddha ground and offering it, may all beings enjoy pure around me. Idam Ratna Mandalakam Priyata.
yeah that we Tibetan we do this mudras. This mudra is representing the universal. These two are sun and the moon, and these four directions. So basically, we are offering for all the universal, uh, universal. We are purification the universal, and we are offering our purest heart to dedicating to world peace. Yadam Guru Ranamandana Gandhaya Me. So you can put down this. Yeah. Simje namje tamje dang roye che da dep ma ba chen chi chun tim ma te ba ye chi ji kolo kordo se
Say that in accord with the wishes and specific mental actions, you turn the wheel of Dharma, that of the lesser and the greater, ordinary and extraordinary devotion.
Traditionally, every teaching or every empowerment very important to request for the teaching. That is mean in a Buddhist rule, Buddhist the rule teacher the monks or teacher not allowed to teach unless somebody request. Not allowed to. You cannot go there. Say, I want to teach you. You have to listen to me. No, that's the Buddhist rule. Any Buddhist rule is you're not allowed to teach unless somebody requests. That's the main reason this request is necessary to before we involve something talk about the Dharma. Yeah. So we're doing the request this one too.
Next one?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
longer mental
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Om benza be me om re shi de ba ji je shi me da se ji shi om benza re ga om che che re ku yu je ko be be so re ke be re sha le ba po so zam bo ne no phalan che chan de mi ni ma da wa ha da me ben ju fu zong so ba ma ta wa me ba ding la ma da ye dam da me de ba tā mētē pāla jēnā sāmbē shūyē yāntō bēwara jēpō tūjēn tūwē tōn tō shē tō tō shē nē chīn jē lāb tō sō. Yeah.
The ground is completely pure, the foundation of mighty gold. Om Vajrayani Om. The ground, a framework of mountains, the center, Om. The king of Mount Sumeru, the east, Videha, to the south, Jambavitva, to the west, Godanyaya, to the north, Vicharakura, the sun of the moon, the splendor of the devas, human and abundant, who lack all this offer to the glorious sacred root Guru, the Yidams. I ask you to accept this with compassion. Having accepted it, please grant my peace.
And once you request mandala, but it's very important what the purpose of your practice, what the purpose is very important to clear to what purpose of your prayer. And that's what the sevenfold prayer. So kunjo sonla dajab je degba tamje sotorche drove gala je sanje chanju sanje chata sonjo la chanju phando chapter je ranshe twin rabdro chanju semni kebre chanju choge semni keje na semje tamje daki dondo chanju je yon jebre dola penje sanje drobar sho.
Well, we'll do it two more times.
Yeah.
In the three jewels, I take refuge, and before them reveal all wrongs I have done. I rejoice in the virtues of living beings, and keep in my heart the remembrance of the Buddha's enlightenment. Until I too have attained Buddhahood, I rely upon the enlightened one and teaching and exalt the assembly. I am resolved to become a Buddha in order to bring about my own and others' well-being. Awakening thus the aspiration to supreme liberation, I invite all beings to share my spiritual career. May I accomplish all the wondrous deeds of a bodhisattva and win enlightenment for their sake. In the three jewels, I take refuge before them, reveal all wrongs I have done. I rejoice in the virtues of living beings, keep in my heart remembrance of the Buddha's enlightenment. Until I too have attained Buddhahood, I rely upon the enlightened one, teaching and exalted assembly. I am resolved to become a Buddha in order to bring about my own religious well-being. Awakening thus this aspiration to supreme liberation, I invite all beings to share in my spiritual career. May I accomplish all the wondrous deeds of a bodhisattva and win enlightenment for their sake.
And so the mother tongue, in Tibetan is a very long word, but I can make the one little short in English. Mother Tara, who liberates from samsara, who liberates from the eighth year, and cure and liberate from the sickness. To the liberating mother, I prostrate and praise. Taritu tarituri soha. Taritu tarituri soha. Taritu tarituri soha. Guru Mother Tara is filled with loving kindness and compassion toward you and all living beings and is looking at you all the time. Nectar beam emitted from her heart into your body, mind, and purify you, just as a glass bottle is filled with milk. Your body is filled with the nectar, purify all your karma, where all the suffering, sickness, and spirit harm come from. Those suffering collected from beginningless rebirth are completely removed. Your body becomes in the nature of white light, clear like crystal, and your mind becomes totally pure. Om Tare Tudare Ture So Om Tare Tudare Ture So Om Tare Tudare Ture So Om Tare Tudare So half a mala of yourself and half of mala from your family and your sentient being in the same way. Everybody becomes in the nature of white light. With a calm, clean, clear mind, they become pure. Om Tare Tudare Ture So 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 think that you see all qualities of Tara, holy body, speech, mind, particularly think that there is omniscience and great compassion in your heart. Take responsibility for liberating all living beings from the ocean of samsara and bringing them to full enlightenment by yourself alone. Think that you receive perfect power to benefit sentient beings for you and your family and other sentient beings. And Om Tare Tudare Ture So Om Tare Tudare Ture So Om Tare Tudare Ture So through the recite this extremely powerful prayer for success, not only mind success, but for the spiritual success, and seize the cause of suffering and delusion and karma, and attain the path of enlightenment. Recite Om Tare Tudare Ture Ture Om Tare Tudare Ture Om Tare Tudare Ture Om Om. I prostrate to Tara, exalted Mother gone beyond. Homage Mother liberate, true qualified Mother, Mother with the tutari turi soha, so dispelling all fear. Soha means letters as extremely go down. So that means basically we talk about Om Tari Tutari Turi Soha. We are reciting Om. That is basically I prostrate Tara or exalted Mother gone beyond. Homage to the liberation. Tari Tutri Turi means qualified Mother. Mother with Tutari. Tutari means dispelling all fear. And to Soha, letter extremely bow down. So, Mother, so from now today, you are taking your green Tara as your protector, and you bow to, you are requesting the Mother Tara to be a protector for your practice, your daily life practice in to now any obstacles and also she be one of your men who practice for your dharma. Dharma means basically special uh, special practice. And on that level, so I'm going to give us some that special blessing for the Tara. Uh, that Namo Guru Ayatariya Tembe Decision Tamala Dun Kangdi Namdu Niji to Rutanji to Nam Region Kazan Pinted Daba Jabar Cha for some Dadan Doa Nagatanya Besimje Tamje to Deneso de Chizi Chanju Nimbola Machibe Pardo. Pandel Lama Dabanam like Tepro, Robert Sanje jumped in and Nam like Tepro, Tambe Channel like Tepro, Pabek in Dun like Tepro. That's a generating the take a refugee. Same Jiji turned Robert Sanje to Koban Tobaracha, Th to Chitun Drama Gomber to purpose of the practice and the Dara is to liberate all the sentient beings from the suffering. Rani ke chidun dhamara seve ingar dawalo. To that purpose, Rani ke through the moment of the uh, uh, you have to visualize Tara, and through the visualized Tara, you will say that through the Tara, you have a letter tam, dawala ting tam. Your letter tam is on your through on your heart. Through the Tara, it comes the light come to the thumb letter come to the absorb into your heart. Tele vachirti be ranshin ji nene. Pama dhamala sanje chanchu sambe chanje ba gombara om benta samaya da om benta samaya da. First I will go through the Tibetan, then I will do the English in one time. That'll be make it easier. Tele vachirti be ranshin ji nene. Pama dhamala sanje da chanchu sambe soje gombara. Om Benza Samaya Da Namo Guru Be Nama Ayatara Sapari Varam Be Om Guru Ayatara Be Mara Amba De Be De Be Aloge Gain De New De Shabda Bhajita Yoso Kunja Sumla Daja Dikwatam Ja Sotor Sharo Galaji Sanje Chanju Hiji Sanje Chodan Sonjo Chanju Bado Dubje Nanje Denir Chanju Semi Kyore Chanju Choge Semi Ki Simje Tamja Dagi Dundu Chanju Jojo Yon Jabraji Dollar Page Sanje Drobara Sho Simje Tamji Yen du dene son de chi de cham chu ning bu ma chi je pa da pan da la ma tam ban nam la cha cho lo ba san je cham den den la cha de cho ta be cha na la cha de cho pa be ken du na la cha che wo sem je tham je chu ton lo ba san je jo pa par to ra cha ngam ra cha de chi ton che de dra ma na ko bar je wo ra ni che chi ge che de ma ra ngam ra je wo Rani ke chike chidun dhamara sebe nyingar dhawal tim tele vezir trabe ranshin jene ne paba dhamal sanje de chanju sebe soje korwa ki om benza samaya nama dewe yuna dhamara chuje dungi juda trawe dungi mebe dhawa da meja wara chuje nyere chadangi da trebe tangyo na nebara choro chi benza mo masawa Sawa Bashada, Sawa Dharma, Sawa Baba, Shudavama Hong, Dongbangale, Pamle, Pamata, Ale, Devi, Jimbo Jet, and Rangi Sim, Hong Jango, Televisit, Pabacho, Simje Jun, Simje Jun to Che, Suru de Yondo Jovan, Jetun, Singdi Nagi Drama, Kundo Jango Shiji, Chanya, by Chujin Tilnach, Chimi Duzikabe. Jembe Pumba Tang, Jembe Tipsin, Jembe Medo Ubala, Wabi, Dawa Tugarasu, Damat, Denji Tar, sort of coverage of a Shishin Zumbala, Chotarala, Pabra number Jan, Tadar, Jimba Cheve, Tamji Jamba, Chevi, Jungse Jiangxin, Yun Gumbu, Gabi Shuba, Davi Vigi, Yabu Jang, Jendo Juru, there were Dember, Togur Hong, Toge Hong, visit, Choju Sanja, Chanju Saba, Tamje, Chizun German number, Ombeza Samaya, the Wong, the member tape. Haya, Toge Sabin, the visit Trebe, Wangi, Ringa Jeba. Tanta samaya za deshin shaba tamye je dalo ngoro ko to sawa tada ga ambikin ga da samai shire yo sawa tada ga da ambikin ga da samai shire yo sawa tada ga da samai shire yo ma she to da be jim jabon gure ta gure ta chama ta chul hama na yan level ba me do tu go chelo jinji jabra che ayatara sapariwara ar kamba tebe bedebe alang genen de shapta padu tamso mayatara sapariwara padi padu tamso mayatara sapariwara tebe padu tamso mayatara sapariwara tebe padu tamso mayatara sapariwara aluge padu tamso tayat sapariwara gende padu tamso tare kada shabda padu tamso Jangu tar nga ge tenwa ko wa le sir chu pa pa chu sem ji ten che sang ge de chen ju sa ba nam ji to ji chin lab dan ne ba tam che ba se ji number 2 nga de kem bar jin ji je la bar chu om tar tu so om tar tu ho chum de de ma da da sen je tam je cho na tum go ngo ru ma le ba za do rang ge ni ga ne sir che be then visit number 2 rang timber number tower rang timber timber thugur hung gawati nyado da chire dama doaji jamale ba the sana dabar sho ya sara ko ko jamba tan da pe je ba sungi jamba kala pinge yang tuji jamba shija thata se te shi bember mami ta shi sho this is in Tibetan short version of the empowerment. So I just read all completely because that's traditionally I mean, its explanation will be very difficult in English, but inch by each. But I read all to not complete. That's why I don't want to make sure that complete empowerment to be recite to you. But now I will ask Matthew to read in English by slowly. So through that you can visualize this one. You have to, yeah, you have. This is what I just now I recite the Tibetan. So this one you have to read slowly. They have to some you have to follow some. Yeah, that's exactly the trans. Yeah.
To Tara, through whom dispels my longing I bow, with the great gem-like clouds of the sadhana and permission blessings of her 21 manifestations, I will draw forth the benefits and happiness that fortunate people wish for. I and all beings, sentient beings equal to the ends of space, from this time forth until the essence of enlightenment is reached, take refuge in the glorious sacred gurus, with the refuge in the perfect Buddhas, transcendent and accomplished conquerors. We take refuge in the sacred dharmas. We take refuge in the noble Aryataras, uh, sanghas. Uh, Bodhicitta, for the sake of all beings, I will attain the state of perfect Buddha. For that purpose, I will meditate on Tara. I appear instantly and clearly as Jetsutara in my heart, as a tom syllable, resting on its moon disk. Light rays shine from it, inviting Arya Tara from her natural abode, surrounded by an assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Om Bhadra Samaja on the Bhadra assembly. Um, Namo Guruviye, Namo Arya Arya Sapari Varaye, prostration to the Guru, Om and Futar with the retinue. Um, make offerings which are Om, excellent Guru Tara with your retinue, accept this water for washing and for drinking, flowers, incense, lamps, scents, food, music, aham, in order to purify the bread, the prophets recite. In the three jewels I take my refuge and make confessions of all harmful actions. Individually, I rejoice in all the virtuous activity of all beings and hold in my mind the enlightenment of the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, excellent Sangha until I reach enlightenment. In order to achieve my own and others' aims, I generate the bodhicitta. Having generated bodhicitta, I invite all beings as my guests. I practice the excellent, pleasing conduct of the enlightened and dedicate that merit so that all beings may achieve enlightenment. May all sentient beings have happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be free of sorrow and the cause of sorrow. May they never be separated from the bliss that is sorrow. May they live in equanimity, free of attachment and aversion for near one and far. The field simply, uh, all phenomena are pure by their very nature. I am pure by my very nature. From the empty state appears the lotus from the palm and the moon disk above which is my own mind as the green syllable counts. Rays of light shine from this, making offerings to the Aryas and assuring the welfare of sentient beings. The light rays reconverge in the syllable. From its complete transformation, I appear as Jetsuma Tara of the acacia grove, Karyaravani Tara, to her body green, one face, two arms. Her right hand is in the mudra of perfect generosity, holding a vase filled with amrita and immortality in the palm. Her left hand holds the stem of a blue lotus to her heart, between thumb and ring finger, with the petals of a lotus opening next to the ear. She is peaceful and smiling, in full bloom of youth. She is adorned with silken garments, and all the jeweled ornaments sit in the posture of ease, with her right leg slightly extended and her left drawn in. She has a halo of moonlight around her form. At her forehead is an alm, her throat an alm, and her heart a home. From the home, her heart shines light rays, inviting all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions to perform the venerable Tara. Om Vajra assembly, approach, dissolve, merge, rejoice. Mudras of hook, noose, chain, and parade. They merge into non-dual union. Once again, rays of light shine from the seed syllable in her heart, inviting the Avisheka deities, Buddhas of the five families, and their retinue to appear in the sky in front. I supplicate all the top gods to grant me Abhisheka, the mantra garlands surrounding the tom on the moon disk, in the center of my heart. Light rays shine from this, making offerings to the Aryas, assuring the welfare of sentient beings. All the compassion, blessings, energy, and power of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are drawn in the form of light rays and are absorbed into me, blessing the thread of my consciousness. Om Tari 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 Soha, Om Swift One who removes fear, Liberator, Soha. Blessed One, I supplicate you, grant without exception all the common and extraordinary cities to me and all the sentient beings. Rays of light shine from my heart and my seat takes the form of light rays and absorbed into me. Om is at my forehead, Ha is at my throat, Hung is at my heart. By this virtue may swiftly accomplish power, and may all beings, not one excluded, be placed in that same state. Om all the Tatkanas grant me empowerment, the glorious Samaya Home. Saying this, they confer Abhisheka on me by pouring the water from the base through the top of my head, filling my body and purifying stains. The excess water overflows on top of my head, and from it appears the Amitabha Buddha in the Nirmanakaya garb to crown the top of my head and making the offerings, the crown the Devas, Asura, bow to you, to your two lotus feet, and prostrate to you, Tara, Mother Liberator from all poverty, casting off all the flaws of the body. She professes perfect, great, and minor marks, casting off the flaws of speech. Her voice is like the melody of the Kala Pinto bird, casting off the flaws of mind. He understands all things, infinitely auspicious, glorious, blazing lady, let auspiciousness arise.
Yeah, those are your empowerment, your meditations. So it is just it's not going to be easy. You to be one time you can understand, but this is how we transfer to you from the unbreakable, from the lineage, from the through the Buddha. The Taras practice originate in India within the Mahayana practice. Uh, this early Tara sadhana that appears to be Indian around 6th century, and press the 21 Tara, that 21 Tara became the course text both Indian and Tibet. Many Indian masters associated with the Tara practice, Nagarjuna 150 to 250, credit with a certain tantric transmission that later incorporated with the tantric to Tibet. Many Indian masters associated with the Tara practice, Nagarjuna and Aya Nagarjuna disciple Chandrakhetri in the devoted praise the female bodhisattva like a Tara, and then Buddha Gupta Nath Chandra Krishna Kamalashla spread the Tara practice to Tibet in early wave of 6th century. Then Telopa 988 to 1069 and Narva 1016 to 1100, holders of the tantric system where Tara appears as the Yidam. Then from there, Shilingpa Dharma Kristi framed the Lojong teaching, and Tara empowerment was taught in Asia. And Atisha role in bringing Tara to Tibet. Atisha Dipamkara Srijana 982 to 1054 was an Indian master from Bengal, trained at the Nalanda University and Varanasi University. He received the Tara empowerment and the instruments from Shelingpa and other Indian gurus. According to the Tibetan history, Aditya regarding Green Tara as his personal guiding daily, and he composed prayer to her and credited her with protecting his travels. In 014, he was invited to Tibet by King Chanju, who was in Tibet, to help restore the Buddhism after the so-called the Dark Period. He transmitted prayers to the 21 Dara, sadhana and ritual manuals from Indian source, the lineage of both action tantra and highest yoga tantra Dara practice. His main disciple Dromtamba preserved the Tara teaching in the Katam traditional for three Katamba to Tsongkhapa. But Tsongkhapa Lobsang Thakpa, 1357 to 1419, founder of the Giluk school, inherited many Katam lineage, including Adisha Tara transmission. Tsongkhapa himself was known as rely in Tara for guidance and wrote commentary on tantric system that include her practice. In Gelugpa tradition, praise to the 21 Tara became the standard daily recitation. Tara was included to protect the ritualist initiation and cycle. Gelug monastery often held Tara puja for quick removal of obstacles. Tsongkhapa passed the lineage to his main disciple, that is the Gethet Dharmaranjan and Kirubji, keeping their practice integrated into Gelug ritual life. From Tsongkhapa to Yeswan Dalai Lama, first Dalai Lama Jindyudruk 1391 to 1474, was direct disciple of Tsongkhapa line and uphold Dara practice. From success of the Dalai Lama maintained Dara lineage, part of the De Tantric Circulum. Fifth Dalai Lama 1617 to 1682 composed the extensive Dara prayers and consolidated her cult in the center of the Tibet. 13th Dalai Lama, 14th Dalai Lama have both practiced the transmitted Dara empowerment, and the current His Holiness 14th Dalai Lama teach prayers on the 21 Dara widely and often give the green Dara initiation from Adisha Tsongkhapa lineage. That is the lineage I was to receive from the His Holiness Dalai Lama through the His Holiness 14th Dalai Lama. So I received not only green Dara, I received it also include the 21 Dara. So once you have today, we receive the empowerment. That one, it also include with the 21 Dara. So I'm going to do the short at 21 Dara uh, uh, recitations, and I will do in Tibetan. You have it in Tibetan, right? I will do in Tibetan. Then Matt will help me do the in English.
And everybody has the 21 times.
Yeah.
And then this is this one too.
This one you just keep it. Yeah. This one you can keep it. This is not a recitation. This is for the information of the Tara, all detail for Tara 21 Tara.
This one's the 21 first.
Yeah, this one you keep one, right? You have one. You need one. You have one?
I have one.
Yeah.
Here's a few extra if somebody wants, but
Others, I think I text you already. I think you have in your car.
doesn't have a phone. There's 3 extra copies. I like to recite along.
Yeah.
Come up if you want to recite along. As you recite, find a couple of people that do it. There's online, I think.
That written one is shows the 21 Tara each. Yeah. You got it? Namo ayatara papa chere samaj. Jotoji demo la cha la poda la ye ne jo ne tami. Na wo le to che ba me je wu je na de so sa ye te na ma de mo ko je shi do la da la mi che ben je che je ba mo. Pamba ko ne de da ma de mo jum la cha la om che de ma pa ma de mo la cha la cha de ma nya ma ba. Jenny Kajalo Majidus Gochujis, Karachi, Chanda Tungan, the Okun, Gone Jenny Tibet, Makamoto, Sobanam, Yara, Chiba, Chande Sango Chune Japan Chan, number Jama, Jamboto, Matoshiva, Novaton de Tony Java, Chande, Shibato, Taya, number Gabra Java, Puri Chimba Tobe, Javasi Shindu, my chant to the Ray, whom you get Jordan Choda, Nangata, the Dendo Bush, the Luba Mapper, Munaba Chande Jaji. Mela Samba Luna, not some judge to Buru Lunch, and the Malaysian Tinton, Chade Jaja Paru to Rabdo Jambata Yakum Jinja, Shabjin, member to a patient, Burma Chad, in the Jamo to Japo number Joma, Chujin, Jetonia Dama, and Utam Malusuma, Chando Kunjo Sunju Saja, some took a number here, Malu Choji, Kolu Yembe, Rangi Vegi Sonam Truba, Sander Rabdo Kawajiba, Ujin Luchi Toma, my Shabarabia, to the Ray, Dudanji, the wonder the Dama Chatuma, Sojana, Jacoba, Java Yama, Tunya, Hong, Pomba Tamjan, my Chandan David, O Jamba Tamja, Shindo, Burma, Rebetan, Meta Tempra, Tadoshin, Zama Chanda, Gabatame, Mentan, Barbatim, Munanya, Yang, one number of my Chanda, Sashi, Baba Tijani, Jashaki, Dama, Tunis, Hong, Remboto, Bodam, Nishamba, Chanda, Dishindema, Yamachama, Yang, the Shuru, the Asoha, Dayanda, Tempe, the Wetching Bottom, Yama, Chanda, Kuna, Korok, Dayu, the number ship, Yigitibet, I could cover it, Bohunda, Yama, Chanda, Turi, Here, the Honka, Basabe, Yama, rather than Bijanji Tunsun, now you are the Chandel Higher Toy. Number that I Chana Nama, Tarangi, Jumbi, Tuna Malitama, Chandel Higher Sonam, Jabu Hadan Mim, Chi Damakune, Kojanga Beji to the Milam Yambasama, Chandi Yamanda, Beji, Yabo Babara Dosava Hara, Ninja. Nitoda Shindo Tabere Nation Chande Tini Sunda Nungwe Shive to the Yanda Deba Dunda Roland Nijituna Jumbatora Virginia Mamadawa Tabadam Changde one that you should that to home that so since we have trained Tara empowerment, I think not only in green Tara, this is include all the 21 Taras, all include. So that's what I decided, and so Matt going to help me to do in English so that you can be followed.
Oh, I prostrate the noble transcendent liberator. Homage starts with heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprung from the opening statements of the Lord of the three worlds, tear-born, lotus. Homage, she whose face combines 100 other moons at bullets, blazing with light rays resplendent as a thousand-star collection. Homage, golden blue one lotus, waterborne and hand adorned, giving effort, calm austerity, patience, meditation is her spirit. Praise to 21 Taras, uh, homage, crown, Catholic action, fountain without limit, relied on by the conqueror's children, having reached every perfection, homage, filling with Tutari, home, desire, direction, and space, trampling on her feet the seven worlds, able to draw forth all beings, homage, worship by our Lord, Chakra, Agni, Brahma, and Meru, honored by the host of spirits, corpse racers, Gandharvas, Yakshas, homage with their fat and test sounds, destroying foes, magic diagrams, her free press, left out, right in, blazing in a raging fire blaze, praises to the 21 Taras, homage, Ture, very dreadful, destroyer of Mars champions, she whose frowning lotus vices, who is slayer of all enemies, homage at the heart, her fingers adorn her with three jewel mudra, light rays, masses, all excited, all directions, wheels adorn her, homage, she, so joyous, radiant, crown emitting garlands of light, mirthful, laughing with Tutari, subjugating Mara's Devas, homage, she able to summon all earth guardian assembly, shaking, frowning with her hung sign, saving from every misfortune, praises to the 21 Taras, homage crowned adorned with crescent moon, all adornments most shining. Amitabha is your aeronaut, sending out much light eternal. Homage she, mid-wreath ablaze like Ia ending, fire abiding, right stretched out, left bent, joy surrounds you, troops of enemies destroying. Homage she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats it, scowling with the left, her hung the 7 levels she does conquer. Homage, happy, virtuous, and peaceful, she who feels the peace, nirvana, she endowed with Om and Soham, destroyer of the great evil, praises to the 21, homages, she who joy surrounded, tearing foes, bodies asunder, tearing bodies, trees with hum and the knowledge of mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters, homage, ture, with the seed letter of the shape of silver hum, by foot stamping, shakes the 3 worlds, Nuru, Mandaram, and Vindhya, homage, holding in her hand the Hari mark moon of Deva lake form, with twice spoken Tari and Pet, totally dispelling poisons. Homage, she whose gods and their king and the Kinkaras do honor, adorned with all the joyful splendor, she dispels bad dreams and conflicts, praise to the 21 Taras. Homage, she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with twice Hari and Tutari, she dispels severe contagion. Homage, full of liberating power, by the set of the 3 natures, destroy hosts of spirit yakshas, and raises corpses supreme Sure. These praises with the root mantra and prostrations, thus for the 21 parts. Sorry to read so high. So we did it. There's little bits of errors of letters.
Okay.
Some of the things I had.
Yeah, you see? So thank you. So we did Green Tara, not only Green Tara, we did it through the 21 Taras. So from now on, you do have empowerment, you have uh, permission to be practice all your Tara practice. So today it's just we give it empowerment. So main now uh, job is all your individuals. How much you take it serious. If you are taking serious your Tara practice, then you need to start from now to learn more about Tara, learn more about the practice, and then try to do continually as much as you can, and then there will be benefit for all sentient beings. So, as as a uh, as a traditionally Tibetan Buddhist, traditionally we always have to courage again and again. This is your motivation is a very important. Motivation is not only for yourself a benefit. It is something if you are a motivation benefit for the other sentient being and a positive to uh, protect the all the environment and to make the better world. That's the purpose. And if that purpose you have a motivation, then your dharma practice is a meaningful practice. If you have a different motivation, that may be not going to be limited. Your benefit will be very limited, and also that's your time will be also wasted. So make sure your motivation and your practice is something to do with selflessly to benefit to the others and make the world be oneness. That's the purpose. Okay, so now we're going to do the pledge of the following instruments practice. So Chitrakazawa Teta Tamje Tagi Ji.
O teacher, I shall accomplish all in accord with your instructions.
Yeah, that's traditionally we always repeat this one. The reason why is that whatever I just expressed to you, so that was you will be committed. You will say I will commit. Then, then we have to do the traditionally we have to do the final offering the receipt of the offering. So that is oh, better, says she wrote on Janda Kesanje, Badari, one checker, Koyu, Kobe, also. Regiver Shah Lapapo, Jambon, no, Paran, Chan Damini, Nyama, Dao, Hadani, Benja Putu Saba Madam, Dini Lamada Yedam, Damida Bajana, Tamon, never tabe, Gadin Rangi. Yonder Goradio, Tuja, the Shine, change laptos.
Om Vajra Bhumi Ahom, the ground is completely pure, a foundation of mighty gold. Om Vajra Vidya Ahom, around the perimeter of mountains in the center. Om, the king of Mount Sumera, to the east, the Deha, to the south, Ambudishva, to the west, Gurdanaya, to the north, Uttarapur, the sun, the moon, and the splendor of the devas and humans in abundance without end, all received through the kindness of the Lord. I ask you to accept this without grant your blessing.
Tene tam te tala do chala tan bolo ni chi je romal sor je chi jani je do se.
From this time forth, I offer myself as their disciple. Please accept me as your student and use me as one part of your movement.
And so today we spend time for whatever your purpose today. So we have to teaching whatever you practice positive energy you bring today. You spend a couple of hours here. You spend focus on the positive energy and all the thought practice. That also you have to be dedication of the merit. So nam the tamje seba ye thomne nyebe danam pamje ne jagan na chi banu thupai sebe zole do trabar sho jambe pa we chidar kemba konzu sabo te teda kunje chitu dalo chi gyawa teda tamje rabdo ngo chuzon shebe gyawa tamje ngo kana choda nga dagi gyawa takun deja to sambo chebe jeje rabdo ngo rigi
Obtain omniscience, may defeat the enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of earth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of stars, and actually all beings. In whatever way valiant men virtue and Samantha Bhadra knows how to transfer merit, so do I dedicate all my own virtue that I may train to be like them. In order that all might share good fortune, I turn over all these roots of virtue for whatever need, getting merit in the Buddhas of the three times trade.
sonam te ye tamje saba ye tobna nyana dhanam pamje ne shaja ja ga ja thumbala sebe sole to what to sho jambe pa ve chidar kyamba ta kundu sambo Denya de shinde nadar kunji ne che so dalo chire kawate tamje rabto ngo chanchu simche rambo che ma che padan kyawa nyama kone kondo pe waracho jayo ko tanto la unja ji borro na vari unda te ba te chung so ba che jewan pe pe me me rwan ndo ngawa jaba ten bi nimba mende te ku I think we don't need that one. Yeah, we don't need that one. Yeah, that will skip that one. Yeah.
Through this merit, having gained omniscience and defeated the enemy of my flaws, may I liberate beings from the ocean of existence, tossed by the waves of birth, aging, illness, and death. As wise as the hero Manjushri is, so also is the Bodhisattva Samatavajra. In order to follow the examples of all of them, I completely dedicate all these and arise where it has not arisen. May it not be impaired where it has arisen, and may it increase ever more and more. We don't have to repeat that.
Yeah. Okay. These four words you have to repeat one more, two more times. Chanju semjo ramboche maji patan kyo dan kyo nyamba meba dan kone kondo power show. This one you have to repeat. Chanju semjo ramboche. Last one. Chanju semjo ramboche.
Oh.
Yeah.
Precious bodhicitta,
Yeah.
may it arise where it has not arisen, may it not be impaired where it has arisen, and may it increase ever more and more.
Now one more time. Chanju semjo ramboche maji patan kyo nyamba meba kone kondo power show.
Precious bodhicitta, may it arise where it has not arisen, may it not be impaired where it has arisen, and may it increase ever more and more.
So now we complete for the dedications of the. So now final our direct right now our teaching all the blessings of the blessed by the Hison Dalai Lama. So we're going to do the long life prayer for Hison Dalai Lama. There's a first we do the short version, and then we have today this year is Hison Dalai Lama's 90th birthday. So that's why we wanted to we spend more little more time to make the full verse. But I will do the shorter first. Hari Ravi Korve Shingam Ter Penda Deo Malu Jo Jere Sama Tinti Jato Yishabe Side Pato Danger Chi.
In the Pure Land, surrounded by the snow mountain ranges, you are the source of all benefit and happiness without exception. All powerful, Avijayakvara, Tenzin Gyatso, may you remain immovable until samsara becomes exhausted.
Okay, so now we're going to do the long prayer for the Dalai Lama's complete Dalai Lama's prayer, which was composed by his two tutors and other great lamas all together. So I think it's because of his 90 years birthday, we're going to do this uh, prayer. I think you do just do the English.
We just do English?
Yeah.
Okay. Om Swasti, and our gurus and your line of lamas, for whom we have the deepest gratitude. You who are the respiratory of the three secret powers, body, speech, and mind of a immeasurable unity, who manifest in a miraculous way each devotee according to their capacity. To you who are the wish of brilliant gems, the source of all virtue and good qualities, we offer our prayers with intense devotion that our protector of the great land of the snow and Tungasto, upholding the arms of the great ocean, may live for 100 eons. Pour on him your blessing, with his aspirations may be fulfilled. The Dharma Dhatu, the unexpressible reality which pervades all things like the heavens, immaculate, full of great lift, transcendent wisdom, manifest like the cloud marvelous bodies of the higher illumination, monoliths of the heavenly being, to all the higher forms of the divine one, the Yiddah. We offer our prayer with intense devotion that Tenzin Gyatso, protector of the great land of snow, may live for 100 eons. Pour on him your blessings, and with your transcendence may be fulfilled. O you numberless Buddhas, the past, present, future, who are the masters of the 10 powers and teach the God, whose attributes of perfection, free from defilements and born of realization, all the source of Buddha activity which appears for all time in the ocean of suffering of the world, for the sake of all sentient beings. You we offer our prayers with intense devotion, that Tenzin Gyatso, protector of the great land of snow, may live for 100 eons. Pour on him your blessing, that his aspirations may be fulfilled. O sacred darkness of the three young, that liberate us from suffering of the three worlds, supremely calm, dual treasure of the fully enlightened one, without impurities, unchanging, eternally good, the peak of virtue, you we offer our prayers with intense devotion, that Tenzin Gyatso, protector of the great land of snow, may live for 100 years. Pour on him your blessings, that his aspirations be fulfilled. Of all you Arya Sangha who wait higher power and conquering the suffering of the real life with a transcendental wisdom and directly to speak truth, never Upatra. To you we offer our prayer with intense devotion that tends and counts our protector of the great land of snow and live for 100 years. Pour on him your blessings that this aspiration be fulfilled. Our Dakas and the keys, heavenly beings of the three worlds who appear in the highest paradises, the sacred places, the cremation grounds, who have innumerable experiences of bliss, the void, supporting the yogis in their meditation on the excellent path. To all we offer our prayers with intense devotion. The tens and capital protector of the great land of the snow may live for 100 years. Pouring him your blessings and his aspirations be fulfilled. To the ocean guardians of the teachings who possess the higher transcendental wisdom, carrying on their matted locks the knot symbolic of the vows they made from the Bodhisattva of Buddha, the powerful ones who check the teachers and holders of the Dharma. We offer you our prayers with intense devotion that tempting cats and protector of the great land of snow may live for 100 years. Pour on him your blessings that his aspirations may be fulfilled. To all you guided ones who may take excellent refuge, we pray with intense devotion, humbly from our very heart, that by the strength of these verses, now on Gosam Sentinjasa, who has the power of prestige, the kindly one, the holder of the Dharma, the great ocean, he who possesses the three secret powers, may be indestructible, eternal, without end. That seated on the supreme unconquerable throne of the Vajra, may you live for 100 years. Pour on him your blessings that is inseparable from the pilgrim. There they burning the innumerable Buddhas who enjoy shoulders and activities of the fully enlightened one, working for the wheel of all beings, like a wick filling gem, the jewel of jewels, may your aspirations be perfectly fulfilled. By virtue of this, may the golden era be opened, like the gate through the great space, liberating all sentient beings, coming as happiness of spring which comforts our sorrows and helps the teachings of the Buddha to spread in all directions and all ages. Make it prosper to the summit of samsara nirvana. O you with lotus in your hand, may your nectar stream from your blessings. Strengthen our minds and bring it to maturity. May we be able to please you by practicing the Dharma. Through accomplishing at all times the great deeds of Bodhisattvas, may we reach Nirvana. By the blessings of the wondrous Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, by the unassailable truth of the spiritual laws of cause and effect, by the unstained power of the pure mind, may the aim of my prayers soon be accomplished. Second.
So now we spend a little more time here together. So we need to do the dedication. Part of this, you have to meditate. Maybe a couple of minutes you meditate, you concentrate, you set yourself be purified, and then energy, you maybe involve your energies, positive energy to develop in your mind. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So yes. So this is. I was. It's maybe you might be not going to understand much because and empowerment is basically we have to give it traditionally according to the taxes. So I just follow the taxes. So slowly, whenever you have any people who really want practice, you can always go see the different lama or anything you need help. We can able to help you, and you can just there's no any rush, but there's no any too early to start. There anytime you can start little by little to learn to make closer to Dara, and that will be maybe benefits. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.